This video pays tribute to legendary wrestlers who have left us, honoring their remarkable contributions and the lasting legacy they've created in wrestling. These icons inspired millions with their dedication and talent. We also share emotional updates about AJ Lee, whose recent news has touched fans deeply. Celebrate their incredible lives and unforgettable impact with us. Don't forget to subscribe to keep their stories alive and ensure their legacies continue to inspire generations to come. Kerry von Erich, born Kerry Adkisson on February 3, 1960, in Niagara Falls, New York, was an iconic professional wrestler who left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. He came from the legendary Von Erich wrestling family, known for producing some of the most talented and beloved wrestlers in history. As a member of this prestigious lineage, Kerry quickly established himself as a star, capturing the hearts of fans with his raw athleticism, striking charisma, and undeniable passion for the sport. Kerry's wrestling journey began in the late 1970s, where he first made waves in the Texas wrestling scene. His powerful and dynamic wrestling style quickly caught the attention of fans and promoters alike. By the early 1980s, Kerry had risen to national prominence, especially in world-class championship wrestling, WCCW. His in-ring presence was electrifying, and his hard-hitting style, combined with his signature Iron Claw finishing move, solidified his place as one of the top performers of his era. Over the course of his career, he captured several prestigious titles, including the WCCW World Heavyweight Championship and the World Tag Team Championships. However, Kerry's life was marked by both immense triumphs and devastating personal struggles. Behind his professional success, he battled with deep personal pain, including the loss of his brothers and his own physical injuries. The weight of these tragedies took a heavy toll on his mental health, and Kerry struggled with substance abuse issues. His personal demons, coupled with the toll that years of wrestling took on his body, ultimately led to a tragic end. On February 18, 1993, at the young age of 33, Kerry von Erich took his own life. His sent shockwaves through the wrestling community, leaving fans and fellow wrestlers devastated. Despite the hardships he faced, Kerry's contributions to professional wrestling, his family's legacy, and his lasting impact on the industry continue to be remembered with respect and admiration. Rodney Anoa'i, known by his ring name Yokozuna, was born on October 2, 1966, in San Francisco, California. He was a standout professional wrestler and a prominent figure in the 1990s, renowned for his immense size, charisma, and sumo-inspired wrestling style. Yokozuna was part of the famed Anoa'i family, a lineage rich in wrestling history. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing over 500 pounds during his peak, he was a dominant force in WWE, then WWF. His character, portraying a sumo wrestler from Japan, set him apart, and he quickly became one of the most imposing villains, in the company. Yokozuna's rise to stardom came in the early 1990s, where he became a major player in the WWF's main event scene. His unique persona and powerful presence helped him defeat top names in the industry, with memorable victories, including winning the WWF Championship at WrestleMania 9. His contributions to the company made him an unforgettable figure in the world of professional wrestling. Tragically, Yokozuna, due to heart failure, which was ultimately caused by complications related to obesity. Yokozuna had battled weight issues for much of his career, and his large frame, combined with the physically demanding nature of professional wrestling, led to significant health problems. His untimely shocked the wrestling community, particularly given his young age and the promising career he still had ahead of him. Yokozuna's had a profound effect on his family and the wrestling world. His legacy lives on, not only through his impact on the wrestling industry, but also through his family members, including The Rock and Roman Reigns. Yokozuna was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2012, cementing his status as a wrestling legend. His story serves as a sobering reminder of the importance of maintaining one's health in high-impact sports. Roddy Piper, born Roderick George Toombs on April 17, 1954, in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, was an unforgettable force in the world of professional wrestling. Renowned for his quick wit, brash attitude, and unparalleled microphone skills, Piper became a cornerstone of the 1980s wrestling boom, particularly in the WWE, then WWF. He cemented his place in history with his larger-than-life hot rod persona, captivating audiences with his ability to generate intense reactions. Whether he was playing the dastardly villain or the fiery anti-hero, Piper could ignite passion in crowds like few others. His talent for stirring emotions, both inside the ring and through his iconic interviews, elevated professional wrestling to a new level. Piper's infamous Piper's Pit segment became a legendary platform for some of the sport's most unforgettable moments, helping shape the art of the wrestling promo. Piper's career spanned several decades and took him through the biggest promotions of the era, including WWE, NWA, AWA, and WCW. One of his most memorable and significant rivalries was with Hulk Hogan, which played a key role in the build-up to the first-ever WrestleMania in 1985. This feud not only marked a pivotal moment in his career, but also helped define the larger-than-life spectacle of professional wrestling in the mainstream. Roddy Piper, leaving behind a legacy that would resonate for generations. His sudden was attributed to a heart attack caused by a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot that traveled to his lungs, resulting in his tragic and unexpected passing. Having struggled with health issues such as high blood pressure in the years prior, Piper sent shockwaves through the wrestling community, sparking tributes from fans, wrestlers, and celebrities alike. His impact on the world of professional wrestling, particularly in terms of its emotional storytelling, remains unparalleled. David von Erich, born David Adkisson on May 2, 1958, was a professional wrestler and a central figure in the famed von Erich family, one of the most influential dynasties in wrestling history. The son of Fritz von Erich, a prominent wrestler and promoter, and the older brother of wrestlers Kerry, Mike, and Kevin von Erich, David was widely regarded as the most gifted and charismatic member of the family. His exceptional talent and natural charisma made him the future of the von Erich legacy, with many anticipating superstardom in the wrestling world. David began his wrestling career in the late 1970s, working in various territories before joining World Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, in Texas, where his family's promotion was the cornerstone of the territory. He quickly became a fan favorite, known for his blend of technical wrestling and personal charm. His intense work ethic and athleticism earned him several championships, including the WCCW World Heavyweight Championship. David's rivalries with wrestling legends such as Ric Flair, the Freebirds, and the Fabulous Ones elevated his status, cementing his place as a key figure in WCCW's success. Tragically, David's promising career and life were cut short when he died suddenly on February 10, 1984, at the age of 25. His was attributed to acute enteritis, an inflammation of the small intestine. David had been ill for several days before his, reportedly suffering from physical exhaustion, food poisoning, and possibly an untreated bacterial infection. These health issues, exacerbated by the grueling demands of his wrestling schedule, contributed to his sudden passing while he was on a trip to Japan. His shocked the wrestling world and left a profound impact on his family, particularly his father, Fritz, and his brothers. David's marked the beginning of a tragic series of losses for the Von Erich family. Mike Awesome, born on January 24, 1965, in Tampa, Florida, was an iconic figure in professional wrestling whose legacy still echoes within the industry today. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches and weighing in at a formidable 280 pounds, Awesome defied expectations by blending his impressive size with incredible agility and athleticism. Known for his innovative style, he became famous for executing high-flying moves that were rare for someone of his stature, drawing comparisons to some of the most dynamic wrestlers in the business. Awesome's career truly took off in Japan, where he found his first major success in the ring. Wrestling for the Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling (FMW) promotion, he quickly became a top star, capturing the prestigious FMW World Heavyweight Championship. His signature move, the Awesome Bomb, a powerful sit-out powerbomb, became synonymous with his in-ring persona, combining brute strength with technical precision. This fusion of power and agility set him apart from other wrestlers and established him as a unique force in the wrestling world. In the late 1990s, Awesome signed with ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, where his career flourished. His intense rivalries with Taz, Rob Van Dam, RVD, and Jerry Lynn elevated him to the top of the promotion. During his time in ECW, he won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship twice, further solidifying his status as one of the most dominant performers of his era. Awesome's time in WCW was brief, but he did capture the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Unfortunately, after WCW's closure in 2001, his career began to stagnate, and he struggled to find consistent work in the industry. Tragically, Mike Awesome. His was ruled a suicide by hanging, and it was later revealed that he had been battling personal issues, including depression and financial problems. His passing left a significant void in the wrestling community, as he was remembered not only for his remarkable in-ring contributions, but also as a trailblazer who helped shape the extreme wrestling style that became synonymous with ECW. Dick Murdoch, born on August 16, 1946, in Waxahachie, Texas, was a renowned American professional wrestler who left a lasting legacy in the world of sports entertainment. Beginning his career in the mid-1960s, Murdoch quickly gained attention for his unique blend of wrestling technique and larger-than-life personality. Known for his hard-hitting style and powerful moves, Murdoch earned a devoted following among fans and became a standout performer in various wrestling promotions. Murdoch's wrestling career flourished in organizations like the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. He gained prominence as one half of the Texas Outlaws tag team with Dusty Rhodes. The duo's undeniable chemistry and storytelling in the ring led to numerous championships and made them fan favorites. Their matches were characterized by intense physicality and brawling, which resonated deeply with fans. In addition to his tag team success, Murdoch captured several individual titles, including the NWA World Tag Team Championship and numerous regional championships. His reputation as a tough competitor and skilled brawler made him a major player in some of the most prominent feuds of his time. His success also extended internationally, as he had a highly successful run in Japan's All Japan Pro Wrestling promotion, where he became one of the most well-regarded foreign wrestlers. Murdoch's career was defined not just by his in-ring abilities, but also by his colorful, outspoken personality. However, his life was tragically cut short when the cause of was complications related to a heart attack. His untimely passing left a void in the wrestling world, but his contributions to the industry and his unforgettable persona continue to be celebrated by fans and wrestlers alike. Andrew "Test" Martin was a professional wrestler whose imposing presence and athletic prowess made him a memorable figure in the wrestling world, particularly during WWE's Attitude Era. Born on March 17, 1975, in Whitby, Ontario, Canada, Martin initially pursued a career in football, where his impressive size and athleticism garnered attention. However, his passion for sports entertainment led him to transition to professional wrestling, and he began training at the Ontario Wrestling School in 1995. His debut in the ring came soon after, and it was clear from the outset that Martin possessed a unique combination of size, agility, and charisma that would set him apart. In 1998, Test signed with WWE, where he quickly became a prominent figure under his ring name, Test. He was thrust into several high-profile storylines, including alliances with Vince McMahon and the powerful faction known as the Union. Test's ability to engage with the audience and his in-ring talent helped him rise through the ranks, securing the WWE Intercontinental Championship and the World Tag Team Championship. These accomplishments underscored his versatility as both a singles competitor and a tag team wrestler, earning him a devoted fan following. Despite his success in the ring, Test struggled with personal issues, including battles with substance abuse. These challenges, coupled with the intense pressures of professional wrestling, ultimately led to his release from WWE in 2004. Nonetheless, Martin continued to pursue his passion on the independent circuit, but his career was marred by ongoing personal difficulties. Tragically, Andrew Martin's life was cut short on March 13, 2009, just days before his 34th birthday. His was attributed to an accidental overdose, a heartbreaking event that shed light on the mental health and wellness struggles faced by many in the wrestling industry. Test's legacy endures, remembered for his contributions to wrestling, his dynamic performances, and the impact he had on fans and colleagues alike. AJ Mendez, better known by her ring name AJ Lee, is a figure who captured the hearts of WWE fans through her dynamic presence, powerful character work, and trailblazing contributions to women's wrestling. While she gained widespread popularity for her in-ring achievements, her journey to the top was far from easy. Behind the scenes, AJ battled significant mental and physical health struggles, all of which shaped her career and life. Despite facing immense challenges, including living with bipolar disorder and enduring severe physical injuries, AJ's impact on the wrestling world remains undeniable. As rumors of a potential return to the squared circle continue to circulate, fans hold on to the hope that AJ Lee's story will not end with her retirement, but rather evolve into a new chapter of triumph. Early life and career beginnings. Born on March 19, 1987, in Union City, New Jersey, April Jeanette Mendez, later known as AJ Lee, faced an incredibly challenging upbringing. Raised in a household plagued by financial struggles and emotional turmoil, AJ developed a resilience that would define both her personal life and professional career. Her childhood was marked by adversity, which later manifested in both her mental health and her motivation to break free from these circumstances through wrestling. AJ's early life was not one of privilege or ease. She grew up experiencing intense hardships, including financial instability and emotional challenges, which often left her feeling isolated. This difficult environment sparked a deep-seated drive to prove herself, one that led her to the world of professional wrestling. AJ began her journey into the wrestling world in 2007 when she started training and performing on the independent circuit in New Jersey. Despite standing at just 5 feet 2 inches and weighing around 110 pounds, AJ quickly became known for her fierce determination, technical prowess, and unrelenting spirit. Her ability to hold her own against larger, more physically imposing opponents made her stand out in a male-dominated sport. She honed her craft in a world where only the toughest survived, and her perseverance earned her a reputation as one of the most promising young talents in the industry. Mental health struggles, bipolar disorder. Although AJ Lee's wrestling career was flourishing, her personal life was often overshadowed by mental health struggles. One of the most significant challenges she faced was her battle with bipolar disorder, a condition that affects mood, energy levels, and cognitive function. AJ has been open about her diagnosis, shedding light on how living with bipolar disorder impacted both her career and her personal well-being. Bipolar disorder is characterized by extreme mood swings that can range from manic highs, where individuals feel euphoric and energetic, to depressive lows, where they experience deep sadness, lethargy, and despair. For AJ, these mood swings were not just a part of her private life, but a constant challenge as she navigated the demanding world of professional wrestling. AJ's bipolar disorder did not manifest in a vacuum. Her childhood, marked by difficult family dynamics and financial hardships, laid the foundation for the emotional struggles she later faced. In her memoir, Crazy is My Superpower: How I Triumphed by Breaking Bones, Breaking Hearts, and Breaking the Rules, AJ spoke candidly about how her early experiences of loneliness, depression, and frustration were exacerbated by the pressure to succeed in a world that was not always kind to those who seemed different. Throughout her career, AJ found it increasingly difficult to balance her wrestling persona with her mental health challenges. As an athlete, there was constant pressure to perform at the highest level, a pressure that was only amplified by the visibility of her personal battles. Yet, despite these hurdles, AJ was determined to continue performing and bring attention to the fact that mental health struggles were not something to be ashamed of. By speaking out about her bipolar disorder, she helped raise awareness and normalize the conversation around mental health, particularly within the context of athletics. To physical struggles. The toll of the wrestling ring. In addition to her mental health battles, AJ Lee also faced significant physical setbacks throughout her career. Professional wrestling is a sport that demands an incredible amount of physical endurance, often requiring athletes to perform risky stunts, execute high-impact maneuvers, and endure long, grueling schedules. AJ Lee was no stranger to these challenges, and over the course of her career, her body paid the price. AJ's most significant physical injury was related to her cervical spine. Chronic neck pain and issues with her spine eventually led her to make the difficult decision to retire from wrestling at the age of 28, a choice that many fans found heartbreaking given her considerable success in the ring. Neck and back injuries are particularly concerning in wrestling due to the potential for permanent damage. AJ had to weigh the long-term consequences of continuing her career against the risks of further injury. Ultimately, her decision to retire was one that prioritized her health, as continuing to wrestle could have resulted in irreversible damage to her neck and spine. AJ's physical struggles were compounded by the demands of the wrestling business. As a smaller wrestler, she often had to perform maneuvers against much larger opponents, putting additional strain on her body. The combination of physical pain and mental health challenges left AJ facing an uncertain future, but she continued to show resilience, even as her career came to a premature end. CM Punk's praise. A champion's respect for AJ. Despite retiring early, AJ Lee's legacy in the world of wrestling remains intact, and her impact is felt both in and out of the ring. One person who has always expressed immense pride and admiration for AJ is her husband, CM Punk. Like AJ, Punk has faced his own battles with injuries, mental health struggles, and the pressures of professional wrestling. In interviews, Punk has spoken about AJ's incredible talent and strength, offering deep praise for her contributions to the wrestling world. In an interview on the Cheap Heat podcast, CM Punk remarked that AJ was one of the most talented individuals he had ever known, describing her as a generational talent. He noted that AJ's return to WWE would be a monumental event, one that would bring fans to their feet and showcase her undeniable abilities. Punk's respect for his wife is not just personal, but professional. He recognizes the incredible impact she had on the wrestling world, both as a wrestler and as a trailblazer for women in the industry. The rumors of a return. Though AJ Lee has largely stayed out of the public eye since her retirement, the rumors surrounding her potential return to wrestling have never quite disappeared. Fans continue to speculate about the possibility of AJ returning to the ring, especially now that the WWE Women's Division is more competitive and dynamic than ever before. Some fans believe that AJ's return would be a game-changer, revitalizing the women's division and bringing new energy to WWE programming. While AJ has not given any definitive answers about a return to wrestling, her occasional public appearances have kept the rumors alive. In 2017, she released her autobiography, Crazy is My Superpower, which became a New York Times bestseller. The book offered a raw and unfiltered look at AJ's struggles with mental health, her rise to fame in WWE, and the challenges of being a female athlete in a male-dominated sport. The success of the book and AJ's candidness in discussing her experiences garnered her a new wave of respect from fans and industry professionals alike. Life after wrestling, advocating for mental health and empowerment. Since leaving WWE, AJ Lee has focused on her personal growth and advocacy work. She has become a vocal advocate for mental health awareness, using her platform to share her story and encourage others to seek help when needed. Through her work, AJ has helped destigmatize mental health struggles and empowered others, particularly women, to embrace their imperfections and take control of their well-being. In addition to her work in mental health advocacy, AJ has also become a champion for body positivity. She regularly speaks out against societal pressures that dictate how women should look and act, encouraging others to embrace their true selves. By using her platform for these causes, AJ has helped others who face similar struggles and created a space for open dialogue about issues that often go unaddressed. AJ Lee's legacy. Regardless of whether AJ Lee ever returns to the ring, her legacy in professional wrestling is firmly established. As one of the key figures of the Divas Revolution, she played a critical role in changing the narrative around women's wrestling in WWE. Her technical ability, charisma, and unique character made her a standout in an era when women's wrestling was often marginalized. AJ's feuds with notable stars like Caitlyn, Naomi, and her on-screen relationships with CM Punk and Daniel Bryan elevated the WWE Divas Championship, transforming it into a major storyline focus. AJ's ability to balance her mental health struggles with her professional commitments and still succeed at the highest level is a testament to her strength and resilience. Her journey from overcoming personal adversity to becoming one of the most iconic figures in WWE history continues to inspire both fans and fellow athletes alike. Whether or not AJ Lee returns to the ring, her influence on the wrestling world will never fade. Her story is one of perseverance, self-discovery, and the relentless pursuit of passion, and it will continue to inspire all those who face their own battles in life.